Kia ora, Chrissy back again, and we're going to get into the next episode of The X-Files.
Like, comment, and subscribe, please.
So last time we had Red Museum having to do with a vegetarian community and a lot of talk of hormones in the meat and people that were subjected to these hormones ending up being like kidnapped. Some of them were being killed. Turns out that it was like an experiment having to do with like the purity control. There was, talk of Deep Throat in here because we once again came across the guy that killed Deep Throat. Come the end of it, it was another story entwined in the larger picture of the alien abductions and, well, the government's hiding the aliens. So we're going to get into the next episode. If you'd like the full-length reaction to this episode as well as others in the series and other shows, and you can go to my Patreon. The link will be down in the description box below. Otherwise, let's get into it. Excelsis Day Convalescent Home. Okay. I don't have my headphones on, so I can't hear anything. Fuck, that's dumb.
All just trying to stay away from it.
Man, watch it.
Hey, come on, Upshaw. Come on, you and me, buddy. Let's go. Come
You're
on.
a moron.
They're both morons as far as I'm concerned. And who's watching the floor?
What's his name, the skink?
Hey, guess who died this afternoon?
Mrs. Richards. Face plant right in a bowl of pudding.
Oh, the empathy.
Okay, party's over, gents.
Gung said we can watch the rest of the fight.
Yeah? Well, do I look like Gung to you?
No, you got a better figure.
You want to keep that hand, Hal, you better let go.
How about a little sponge bath? You like strapping me down, don't you?
Oh, yeah. I really get off on it.
We got a ghosty episode. Oh god. I don't like this. Stuck. I don't do jump scares. Oh god. Okay. Jeez. I don't believe in ghosts. I don't believe in poltergeists, but there's still something about it when I watch it on like shows and that freak me out. The extent of what I've watched it is like The Exorcist. Like when it comes to like possession movies or like Poltergeist. I've seen Poltergeist obviously. But I know that, like the latest ones that have come out, the effects have gotten really good, and like I don't think I could do it. I've wanted to do like I've wanted to watch like react to things like The Conjuring and things like that, but I honestly don't think my heart could take it. And like I can sit there and say to myself, it's not real, it's not real, it's not real. It's just a movie. And it will still freak me out. I don't know why it does it. But so we've got like a ghosty poltergeist thing. Right. Now that I've said all that, hopefully I've like tricked my brain enough to don't get freaked out by it.
Good morning.
Whatever tape you found on that VCR, it isn't mine.
Good, because I put it back in that drawer with all those other videos that aren't yours.
In the office, Mulder, really?
This is Michelle Charters. She's a registered nurse at a convalescent home in Worcester, Massachusetts. According to Miss Charters, she was raped. The abrasions and contusions here would be consistent with her claims, as would be the medical report.
Well, by the ghost?
It seems that no one will believe her story.
Why not?
Because she claims to have been raped by an invisible entity, a spirit being.
Okay. Many years ago, my flatmate at the time brought home a movie she said that we've got to watch. It was called The Entity. And it was about this, basically. It's about a woman that was, haunted by a poltergeist or by a spirit or whatever that would constantly, like, rape her. It was a movie. It was uncomfortable to watch with another person. But like I looked up on it, and it's like taken after a true story kind of thing, you know. So I've heard of this before.
The victim has filed a lawsuit against the federal government. She seems to be certain who the spirit being is.
Oh,
Mr. Arden. Hal Arden.
I know this is hard for you.
No, this is the easy part. See, hard is not being able to get disability leave or workman's comp and having to go back to work with this guy. Look, I didn't make this up, okay? I was attacked. If I could positively ID him or give you something to incriminate the man, I would.
You gotta be kidding me.
this guy.
I'm 74 years old. I've got plumbing older than this building.
Mulder.
And it don't work much better either.
Did you ever threaten Miss Charters?
So it's not a ghost.
Threatened? It was harmless, for crying out loud. Ever since this sex harassment fad, men can't say what's on their mind. If I told you you were a very pretty woman and I would like to show you some affection, would you be offended?
Yep. Keep it to yourself.
I thought Nurse What's-Her-Name said she was rogered by a ghost. I may have one foot in the grave, but I certainly can't fly down hallways spreading amore.
Apparently not.
If that's what it's like in heaven, Lord, take me now.
I think he's hilarious.
I think this is going to turn out to be a huge waste of time, just like all the other X-Files on entity rape. Unsubstantiated phenomena.
But in a substantiated crime.
Pay attention. Take another bath with your clothes on. $5.50 an hour. I don't give a rat's ass either way.
An asshole. I feel like I need to explain myself. when he said, you know, if I told you that you're a beautiful woman and that I wanted to show affection to you, would you be offended? And I said yes. Let me explain. You want to tell me that I'm beautiful? That's fine. It doesn't happen, but it's fine. That's kind. I don't care about that. But it's the telling me that you want to show me your affection. Depending on how you know. I mean, really, there's only kind of one way that you can say that kind of thing, right? Oh, you're really beautiful. I wouldn't mind shoving my between you. That's not exactly something that, you know, you wanna hear from a man. From a man that's not your man. You know what I'm saying? Don't say those kinds of things to women. You know, tell them that they're beautiful. If you know, that's fine. I don't think there's any problem with that. Tell a man that he's beautiful. Tell a man that he's gorgeous. I've only ever done that once to a guy that I wasn't involved with. It was awkward. So I've never done it again. I've thought it a million times, but you know, I don't voice it out to them personally. I'll always keep it inside. But you know, don't tell people how you want to roger them. People, you know, most people don't want to hear that. You know, there are some that would like it, but most people wouldn't like to hear it unless, you know, like I said, you're involved with that person. Then talk as dirty as you want, baby. I'm very sorry if I offended anyone in that whole spiel, but like I said, I felt like I needed to explain why I said yes.
Excelsis residents are very well looked after, though. We hold ourselves to a high standard of health maintenance and treatment. We've always specialized in the care of the late life degenerative diseases, Alzheimer's.
That's why the straps.
We met a resident today who was described to us as having Alzheimer's, but he actually seemed quite spry and alert.
You're speaking of Hal Arden. Hal has been here almost 8 years now. We're all quite fond of him, and we were extremely dismayed over this whole business with the lawsuit.
Are you saying that you don't believe Nurse Charter's allegations of rape?
There's something I'd like to show you.
What did you tell him?
I didn't tell him anything.
Now, you got to be more careful. I'm not going to die in this godforsaken hole, you hear me?
Oh, fuck off, Stan. Where did you get that?
I know where he keeps them.
I want another one too.
You can't handle another one.
Oh, yeah? Maybe I'll just rat you out then. Huh? How would you like that?
He's a dead man. So there's definitely more going on. Okay.
There are 3 separate insurance claims for accidents received on the job. In April, she went to the state board and requested leave with full pay due to job-related emotional stress. The request was summarily rejected.
In your opinion, do you think she staged the
Excuse me,
attack?
Miss Dawson? We need help. Mr. Arden's choking to death.
There we go.
Call 911. Hal, can you speak? I need 75 milligrams of lidocaine and 1 amp of epinephrine. Stat.
Yeah.
And get me a defibrillator.
Okay.
He's turning cyanotic. Come on.
I think this gong knows more as well.
The ambulance is on the way.
4. I'm losing him. What's
Pulse.
Where's that crash cart?
Hal Arden's been my patient since he came here 8 years ago. Hal was part of a group of Alzheimer's patients I've been treating for the past 11 months. An enzyme inhibitor that increases the amount of acetylcholine in the brain.
I've read about it, but I've also read that the clinical benefits are marginal at best.
But these patients seem to be proving otherwise. They've demonstrated cognitive abilities well beyond anything that's been reported.
That's why they said he seemed pretty lucid since he's got Alzheimer's.
Would it be possible for us to take a look at other patients in your test group?
Sure, if you want to.
That would be great to have possibly a cure for Alzheimer's. It's such a horrible, horrible disease.
Where'd you get that? Oh, it was Hal's. Oh, come on, Gong. It's making me better.
Too much is very bad. Very bad. No more for you.
That man there, that's Leo Kreutzer. During the Depression, he was a WPA artist. When he came to us, he couldn't draw a circle. Now, well, you can see for yourself.
Leo's a brilliant artist, you know.
I've seen her. I've seen her in other shows.
President Kennedy has one of his paintings in the White House.
Dr. Grego tells us that you haven't been able to work in years, that the medicine has improved your...
Take the medication.
What is it then?
Okay, Rembrandt, 6 o'clock, dinner time.
Come on, Dorothy. Legs up and straight ahead.
Come on, Scully, let's get out of here.
What's he drawing? A figure, at least.
What if there's a connection?
Between the rape case and the
The
Alzheimer's?
medication's making them do something?
Well, Dr. Grego's drug therapy produces acetylcholine. Now, too much cholinergic activity has been shown to cause a psychotic state very similar to schizophrenia.
So you think that Michelle Charters was raped by a 74-year-old schizophrenic?
It's possible. Well, maybe it's not the medication. Maybe it's the place itself. Even the disinfectant couldn't mask that smell. Who knows what's breeding behind the walls or in the substructure? Some fungal contaminants have been known to cause delusions, dementia, violent behavior.
Mold.
Look, I just want to talk to a few more of the patients there. We can catch the same flight out tomorrow night.
Go on, Mulder.
Why aren't you eating your food, Leo? What's the matter?
It's Dorothy. She needs more. We both do.
What you have is enough.
What have you done to these people?
Eat your food, please. I'll come back and pick up your tray.
It's okay, Dorothy. I think Stan has some more hidden away somewhere. It'll be all right.
What is it?
A year ago, you were practically begging to come and live with us.
Well, things change.
I'm just about finished packing your things, Mr. Phillips.
I'm gonna make sure you didn't forget anything.
Can I help you?
Yes, we'd like to have a word with Mr. Phillips. How many years has he been here?
Almost 3. The doctor said that he needed 24-hour nursing assistance.
He doesn't seem to need much assistance now.
I thought I was bringing him here to die. The physical deterioration, the dementia. And now it's like he's a different person. I suppose it has something to do with Dr. Grego's treatment.
So they think it's his treatment, but it's whatever it is that this gung is giving to them?
You know, I'd like to say I'm gonna miss you, Stan, but the truth is, you are a royal pain in the butt. Hey! Where you going? Don't make me chase you, old man.
Are these pills that great? What do they actually do?
Stop messing around, Stan. You crawl back in that window right now.
Dude, go and get help. You're gonna get.
You hear me, Stan? You hear me? Help me!
Oh my god. Lifting his fingers off. Oh no.
Help me!
Give me your hand.
Careful, Mulder. You like.
Come on.
No, you don't get pushed out as well. Shit.
They paged me this morning. I got a message an orderly fell out a fourth floor window.
Apparently. Either that or he was pushed.
Was Stan involved?
That's what we're trying to determine. Stan was with him just prior to the accident.
You're not suggesting he could have done it?
The postmortem on Hal Arden, did you get it yet?
No, not yet, but they promised they'll fax it to me today. Just what do you expect to find?
I'm not sure exactly.
Gotta look into him.
I don't know, Michelle. I have other things to deal with right now.
Yes, well, so do I, and I would just like some help, please. I mean, nobody's ever listening to me around here. I said there was something going on, and I told you it had to do with Mr. Arden and Mr. Phillips. Forget it.
He's got like legitimate concerns here, and anyway.
Go back in your room, Dorothy. If you need something, I'll send an orderly in to see you.
No, they're in there.
Ooh.
All of them.
There's nobody in your room, Dorothy.
Here they come. You'll see.
Is she gonna be all right?
No. I don't want to go back in there. No, I don't.
Wow. It would be such a fucking hard job, you know.
You leave her be, Curtis. Don't you touch her. Now shoot.
Excuse me.
Now don't you follow her.
Something here that shouldn't be here. Ibotenic acid.
Billy, look at this. Hal Arden had ibotenic acid in his blood. Somebody poisoned him.
Well, not necessarily. This is only a trace amount. But small amounts have been known to cause hallucinations, which is what one of your patients is having right now down the hall.
But where did they get it?
Was she given some of that hallucinogenic?
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Leo? It's incredible.
That's pretty good.
Got an Asian orderly working here. What's his name?
He's gone, I think.
Do you know where he is?
Somewhere down in the basement.
What is that picture that made him think to look for Asian roots? What is he doing down here? Is this where his stash is located? Whoa. Mushrooms? Okay. He's cooking up magic mushrooms down here. Cooking up, you know, growing. Oh, careful behind you. Careful behind you. You're going to get like knocked out or something.
Oh, sure.
You're going to get knocked out. Oh, thank God. Okay.
You must believe me. I didn't kill him.
But it's your mushroom crop, isn't it?
Were you feeding them to the residents here?
Yes.
Exactly what kind of mushrooms are they?
It's from my prefecture in my country. They've been used for centuries. In my country, our customs are different.
You're not in your country now. You're hired here to care for these people
Shit.
under our...
This sucks because like there are so many like plants and all sorts of other things out there that people like I guess in the story his generation and thousands of years back would use for medicinal purposes like this, and they work, in their own way. So I'm kind of like, shit. If the mushrooms work to help, it's the same. Like, take pot for example. I've smoked my fair share many years ago before I lost the taste and the smell for it. I can't stand the smell of it anymore. I can't stand the taste. I don't, it doesn't interest me whatsoever anymore. You can see the medical advantages of using marijuana, and it's and they probably used it for thousands of years before, modern medicine came along to take all the profits and, make your synthetic medications and all that kind of stuff, which, I have no problem with. I have no problem with synthetic medications, depending on their side effects. And it took away from using things like marijuana as for medicinal purposes. And like I said, that you see that now what it does to people with like Alzheimer's, how it can Parkinson's, sorry, how it can help them stop their shakes. So it's the THC, right, in cannabis. I don't know a lot about it, but I know small little bits and pieces. And other ailments that using pot can help, like for real problems that people face. But it's taken this long, however long it was illegal for, to finally come back that people can use it again. Like if you have Parkinson's, if your family member has Parkinson's, and you can grow your own pot and wait till they bud, and give that person their medication to help lessen the symptoms, the shaking, things like that. Shouldn't you be allowed to do that? I don't think there's a lot of risk involved in smoking pot. I don't think I've ever heard of anyone overdosing on it or anything. I think it's a hell of a lot more safer than alcohol. I mean, I don't drink. I used to. Many years ago, I used to be a very fun person. I used to drink, smoke pot, party, blah, blah, blah. And then once I hit like my 20s, it was like, shit, I've got to like work for a living and pay my rent. So I became a boring person, and I have been to this day. So that's why things like these mushrooms and that, like I don't really have like a lot of problems with it if it's helping. However, he is doing it in like, he's not letting the people that are looking after these people, the doctors and that, going behind their backs to do it. I mean, it's hard, it's like a two-way kind of thing. It's like, do you go behind their back to try and help, and then shit like this happens. I mean, obviously these mushrooms have got side effects, this hallucinogen, and it's making these people do things. And then like when we saw, was her name Dorothy? I mean, it probably was. Having her like hallucinate, or when we saw those ghosts, were they ghosts, or were we seeing her hallucinations? Or is this place like really haunted, and for her specifically, taking this drug, this mushroom pill, helps her not see that kind of stuff? I don't know. I really do dig it though. I think it's pretty cool. I just went on like a fucking huge tangent for nothing.
Where I come from, many generations live under one roof.
Mm.
It isn't like that in this country. We don't send them away to die.
These people are given excellent medical care.
But they're not treated with respect.
Mm-hmm.
Hal's family never came to visit him once. And the orderlies.
No one is mistreated here.
You're not here to see.
All right. Who killed the orderly? Who buried him in that room?
The mushrooms. We take to speak with the dead to see our ancestors. But the spirit in this place is very angry.
Are you saying that a spirit killed this man Upshaw?
They've taken revenge for their mistreatment.
How are the mushrooms taken?
Dried, mixed with many herbs made into powder.
Take one, Mulder, and see what it's like.
Someone's taken them all.
I think you're right, Scully. What's been happening here is a result of the medication, but not the medication the doctor's been giving them.
Mulder, mushrooms aren't medication. They taste good on hamburgers, but they don't raise the dead.
They don't raise the dead.
Well, I think if anything, These mushrooms are a poison to the system, and I think that's what killed Hal Hardin.
And raped Michelle Charters and killed those 2 orderlies. Now, something's been unleashed here, Scully, but it has something to do with those pills.
Stan took them.
Daddy, what are you taking? What are you putting in your mouth?
You go away! Go away! Run! Run while you can! Go on, run! Go away! Go away!
Dorothy,
Leo!
I need your help.
You leave Leo alone! You leave him alone! Leo! Leo!
Oh my god. Oh shit.
Oh, no, no, stop, no. Stop that.
Oh my god, everyone's going nuts.
Oh, help me, please.
Oh fuck. Oh god.
What's going on? Mulder?
I mean, how are you going to explain this? You just saw someone fly through the air.
Turn off the water, man!
Where's the main motor shut off?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Keep trying your door.
See if you can find someone to force it with.
Get a bar or something. Oh my god. Yeah, it's too little.
Can't open the drains.
Please, my father needs help. My father took something. I'm afraid he's dying.
You stay with him. I'll get help.
Like, does no one here know? I mean, I don't know if they will do any help, but does no one here know, like, Heimlich or chest compressions or
The atropine in your kid here.
anything?
I might.
Sam Phillips has gone into convulsions. I think he might have poisoned himself.
Why didn't you get something to try and wedge the door open? Fucking crowbar. Oh. Damn. I was wondering how they were going to, like, deal with all that big water build-up. Like, is it going to go down the drains, or will they have the budget enough to flood out the whole area?
They're gone.
They're gone. I did see them leaving. Why, though?
They're all gone.
You okay, Mulder?
Yeah, fine.
What happened? Why did they all leave?
The Massachusetts Department of Public Health has assumed all administrative authority at the facility. Dr. John Grago has been replaced as head physician at the facility, and his trial use of the drug Deprenyl has been suspended.
Shame.
Gung Bituin was remanded to the Immigration and Naturalization Service and is awaiting
deported.
repatriation to Malaysia. There are reportedly no efforts being made to study the mushrooms.
It's a shame.
Witnesses to the events have been unreliable due to dramatic relapses and a general reversal in their progress with Alzheimer's disease.
That sucks, 'cause they've all gone backwards. That was good. Yeah, it brought up a lot of questions about medications that aren't exactly approved by any kind of medical board, like these mushrooms, for example. I want to believe that there are people out there that are looking into ancient medicines and seeing if they have any kind of place in modern society, in our medications now, considering how fucking expensive it is to be sick now. Case in point, again, the marijuana plant. I want to believe that there are people out there doing that, though I don't know if I can really truly believe it, because there's just way too much money in the pharmaceutical companies. It's so much more profitable for them to keep people sick and then heal them continuously, for the course of their lives, forever, than actually curing people. Yeah, I guess there's like a cynical part of me that, thinks that someone a fresh face going into the industry, really wanting to make a change for people and really helping people and curing people of what ails them, sees how much money there is to be made and not doing that, and they follow the money. There is a cynical part of me that believes that to be true, and then there's a hopeful part of me that hopes I'm just being too cynical. I don't know though, man. Like money is hard to say no to, especially one, when you don't have it, and two, when you have it and you know how good it feels to spend it. Yeah. I don't know. Money and power. Money and power is what keeps pretty much everyone down. Now I just feel fucking depressed. This was a good episode though. I really liked it. I was very suspicious, from the get-go of Gung. But yeah, he's right. People in a lot of Asian families and a lot of Asian countries, they have their generations living with them, and it's not really something that's I think done in like Western societies. Not that I know of. I think I'm just trying to think. What my Māori side does. I'm pretty sure. We do that to an extent. Keep our whānau with us. Either that, or you just all go and stay at the marae and just be a big whānau over there. Okay, well, like I said, I really liked it. We're going to leave it there for today. Thank you for joining with me. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you next week for more of the X-Files. See ya.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.